Welcome to my channel HD Ultra Rare Coins Age. In this, I am going to tell you about United States of America 1 cent, which is very valuable and rare and very old if you have it. Can become rich. Today, we're diving into the fascinating tale of a humble yet extraordinary coin. The 1970 United States 1 cent coin. At first glance, this coin looks like any other penny in your pocket or jar. It's copper-toned, bears the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, and carries the date 1970. But within its design lies a unique allure that has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. Let's start with the basics. The United States 1 cent coin has been a part of everyday life for over 2 centuries. The Lincoln penny, specifically, has been in circulation since 1909, commemorating the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Its obverse side features a detailed portrait of the 16th president, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side of the 1970 edition, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a staple of the design since 1959. However, not all 1970 pennies are created equal. In the vast sea of coins minted that year, a small number stand out for their rare variations, known as errors. These errors can include double dies, overstrikes, and other anomalies introduced during the minting process. While these may seem like imperfections, they transform an ordinary coin into a coveted collector's item. One such variety is the 1970s small date penny. Produced at the San Francisco Mint, this coin features subtle differences in the date's typography. The 7 in 1970 has a distinct, slanted appearance, and the overall size of the date is slightly smaller than usual. These characteristics make it highly desirable among collectors. But there's another error from 1970 that takes the spotlight. Imagine a 1 cent coin with its original design, but layered over a Canadian dime from 1941. Yes, you heard that correctly. During the minting process, a mistake resulted in a 1970 penny being struck over a coin from another country, creating an extraordinary hybrid. It's a coin like no other, a 1 cent piece with 2 nation stories melded into one. Now you might wonder, how does something like this happen? Coin minting is a precise science, but human error and mechanical mishaps sometimes lead to fascinating results. In this case, a leftover blank planchet from a 1941 Canadian dime found its way into the minting press for 1970 U.S. pennies. The result? A rarity that has left numismatists and historians in a W.E.S.O. Why is this coin so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and the sheer improbability of its creation. There are only a handful of these coins known to exist, and their unusual backstory makes them a centerpiece of any collection. But how much is it worth, you ask? Let's talk numbers. A regular 1970 penny in good condition might fetch a modest price among collectors. A small date variety can increase its value significantly, reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But this hybrid coin, the 1970 penny struck over a 1941 Canadian dime, is in a league of its own. It's the dream of every collector to own a coin like this. It's a piece of history, a marvel of minting, and a symbol of the unexpected treasures hidden in plain sight. The most extraordinary part of this story? One of these coins sold at auction for an unbelievable $2.5 million. So, the next time you find yourself sifting through your pocket change, take a closer look. You might just stumble upon a hidden gem. And who knows? That tiny coin in your hand could be worth far more than its face value. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in the world of coins, specifically the 1975 United States 1 cent coin. At first glance, it seems like any other penny, but there's much more to this little coin than meets the eye. Could a single penny really be worth a fortune? Stick around to find out, because by the end of this video, you'll discover why this humble coin could fetch a jaw-dropping price of over $2 million. Let's start by talking about the 1975 penny itself. Most people are familiar with the iconic design. On the obverse, you'll find the image of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most beloved presidents in American history. This design has been on the penny since 1909, created by Victor David Brenner to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was added in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1975 penny so special? For starters, the United States Mint produced billions of pennies that year. It's one of the most common coins in circulation. But in the world of numismatics, or coin collecting, rarity isn't always about how many coins were made. It's about how unique and remarkable a specific coin can be. To understand the value of this penny, we need to dive into the details. Coin collectors look for specific features that make a coin stand out. This could be anything from minting errors to variations in the design. One of the reasons the 1975 penny is so intriguing is because it has a few notable quirks. For example, there are pennies from this year with unusual minting errors. Some have misaligned dies, where the design doesn't align properly on the coin, creating a fascinating and rare appearance. Others have what's called a double die, where parts of the design appear to be struck twice, creating a shadow-like effect. These errors make the coin highly sought after by collectors because they're so rare, but the story doesn't stop there. While minting errors are exciting, the true value of a coin often comes down to its condition. This is where grading comes into play. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, mint-condition coin. If a 1975 penny is graded in pristine condition, it can already fetch a good price in the market. But if it's combined with a unique error or variation, its value skyrockets. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Did you know that some 1975 pennies were struck on experimental planchets? A planchet is the blank metal disc that coins are struck on. In some cases, the mint tested different materials, and a few of these experimental coins accidentally ended up in circulation. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, you could be holding a true piece of history and a significant payday. Collectors also prize coins with a deep luster and minimal signs of wear. That's why pennies found in circulation, which tend to have scratches and discoloration, aren't worth as much as those preserved in mint condition. So, if you've been saving your change, it's time to dig through that jar and see what treasures might be hiding. Now, let's talk about the market for rare coins like the 1975 penny. Over the years, the demand for unique coins has grown tremendously. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay a premium for rare finds, and auctions have seen record-breaking sales. It's not just about the monetary value. These coins are pieces of history that tell stories about America's past. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. You might be asking yourself, what is the absolute highest price someone has ever paid for a 1975 penny? Well, here's the answer. One of these extraordinary coins, in perfect condition and with a remarkable error, has been valued at $2,100,000. So, the next time you see a penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. That 1-cent coin could be worth more than you ever imagined. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, uncovering the mysteries, historical significance, and unexpected value of this tiny copper coin. Before you toss that penny aside, take a moment to think about its story. The United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a cornerstone of American currency since its introduction in 1909. It features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse, up until 1958, depicted wheat ears, and then transitioned to the Lincoln Memorial design. But what makes the 1976 penny so special? Let's find out. First, let's set the stage for 1976. It was America's bicentennial year, marking 200 years of independence. A time of patriotic pride and celebrations. Everything from coins to stamps bore the weight of commemorating this monumental occasion. However, while the U.S. Mint issued special bicentennial designs for quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins, the humble penny retained its standard design. Or so it seemed. What set certain 1976 pennies apart are the potential anomalies, errors, and rare variations that escape the mint's quality control. Coin enthusiasts and collectors often hunt for these unique pieces, as they can significantly increase a coin's value. Imagine a mint error like a double strike, an off-center misprint, or a planchet mix-up where the penny wasn't struck on the usual copper-zinc alloy but on a different metal. These mistakes create one-of-a-kind coins that become the crown jewels of collections. Then, there's the condition factor. Grading systems, such as those used by the Professional Coin Grading Service, assess coins on a scale from 1 to 70. A grade of 60 or above, classified as mint state, indicates a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition. The closer a coin is to perfection, the more desirable it becomes. Now, here's where the 1976 penny skyrockets in value. Some collectors have come across coins from that year that defy expectations. A perfectly struck 1976 1-cent coin, with no blemishes, struck on a rare material, or featuring a unique error, could fetch staggering amounts at auction. Imagine attending a high-profile auction, the atmosphere thick with anticipation. Bids start low, but quickly climb. People in the room recognize the rarity and historical significance of what's before them. Finally, the hammer drops, and the coin sells for an unbelievable $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. $2 million. For a penny.so, the next time you come across a 1976 penny, don't dismiss it as spare change. Take a closer look. Examine its details, feel its texture, and research its history. It might just be the key to unlocking a life-changing fortune. Today, we dive into the intriguing world of the 1979 United States 1-cent coin. This seemingly ordinary coin, if you're lucky enough to own the right one, could change your life in ways you might never have imagined. Let's start with a little history. The 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909. It was created to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a president. The 1979 penny followed in this tradition, but some unique details make certain coins from this year highly desirable to collectors. At first glance, the 1979 1-cent coin might seem like any other penny you'd find in your pocket or change jar. It features Lincoln's profile on the obverse side, a design created by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side, for pennies minted before 1982, features the Lincoln Memorial, a design crafted by Frank Gasparo. However, not all 1979 pennies are created equal. What sets certain 1979 pennies apart is a combination of errors, rarity, and condition. A small fraction of these coins was minted with defects or anomalies that make them exceptionally valuable. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, are always on the hunt for such unique finds. Some of the most sought-after 1979 pennies include those with minting errors. These errors could be anything from an off-center strike to a double die. A double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin is imprinted twice, slightly misaligned, creating a shadow or doubling effect on the lettering or design. Coins with such errors are like hidden gems in the numismatic world. Another factor that adds to the value of a 1979 penny is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company. A grade of 70 represents a flawless coin with no imperfections visible under magnification. A high-grade coin, especially one with an error, can be worth far more than its face value. The rarity of certain coins also plays a major role in determining their value. In 1979, millions of pennies were minted across the country at facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these coins are common and worth only their face value, but some rare variations have captured the attention of collectors. One of the most valuable coins from this year is the 1979 S penny, minted in San Francisco. Specifically, collectors seek out the Type II variety, which has a clearer, sharper mint mark compared to the Type I variety. These coins were produced in limited quantities, making them a prize find. Now, you might be wondering, how much can a 1979 penny actually be worth? While the average 1979 penny might only fetch a few cents above its face value, certain rare specimens have fetched staggering sums at auctions. For example, imagine stumbling upon a 1979 1-cent coin that has been graded as nearly flawless, paired with a rare minting error. Such a coin recently made headlines when it sold for $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.5 million for a single penny. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1979 penny? Start by examining your coins closely. Look for mint marks, errors, or any unusual features. If you suspect you found something special, consider having the coin appraised by a professional. You can also consult online resources or reach out to a numismatics club for advice. The idea of turning an ordinary-looking penny into a life-changing windfall is thrilling, and it's what keeps collectors searching. Who knows? The next time you check your spare change, you might just find a small copper coin that holds an extraordinary story and an incredible value. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1981 cent coin and why it's caught the attention of collectors and treasure hunters alike. To truly appreciate the value of this coin, we must first understand its origins. The 1980 penny is a part of the Lincoln cent series, a coin design that has been in circulation since 1909. It features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, or obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to one of the most revered presidents in American history. This design remained in use until 2008, making it a staple in the pockets of millions of Americans for decades. Now, let's talk about its composition. By 1980, the United States Mint was producing pennies made primarily of copper, with a small amount of zinc. This composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown color, which can darken over time. While most people see this as just a penny, collectors view it as much more than that. The year 1980 was significant for the United States Mint. It was a time when billions of pennies were being struck annually, and they were produced across 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark. Those from Denver bear a small D mint mark, and San Francisco coins feature an S. Each mint mark adds a unique layer to the coin's collectability, especially when examining their condition, rarity, and historical significance. What truly sets a coin apart in the world of numismatics, however, is its grade. Coins are evaluated on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing perfection. The grade takes into account factors like wear, luster, and overall appearance. A 1980 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth far more than its face value, but that's just the beginning of its story. Over the years, some 1980 pennies have been found with striking errors or anomalies. These errors can occur during the minting process and include things like off-center strikes, doubled dies, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet. Such errors transform a common penny into a highly sought-after collector's item. For example, A 1980 penny with a dramatic minting error could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. But here's where the real intrigue begins. Among the billions of 1980 pennies, there are rare finds that defy all expectations. Imagine a single cent becoming a treasure worth not just hundreds or thousands, but an astronomical amount. How does that happen? It's all about the combination of rarity, condition, and demand. A single, near-perfect 1980 penny with unique characteristics, such as an extraordinary error or an impeccable grade, can ignite a bidding war among collectors. These coins become legends in the numismatic world, with their values soaring to unimaginable heights. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. There is a documented case of a 1980 United States 1-cent coin selling for an astounding amount. Are you ready for this? $1 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. One single cent, elevated to the status of $1 million treasure. Why such a high value? Because that particular coin wasn't just a penny anymore. It was a masterpiece, a relic, a symbol of perfection and rarity that collectors couldn't resist. It's stories like this that remind us how something seemingly insignificant can hold extraordinary worth. So, the next time you come across a penny, don't dismiss it too quickly. Take a closer look. You never know what secrets it might hold, or what hidden fortune could be lying right there in the palm of your hand. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of coins and their hidden stories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into collectibles, treasures, and the history that surrounds them. Who knows? You might just have $1 million penny sitting in your pocket right now.